Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Loco23 here. Joining me for Choices, the Stories You Play, Chapter 6, The Foundry, Destroyed of Crown on the Flame Book 2. Now playing as Kinnan, you kneel beside Whitlock, who is wounded and haggard after escaping an attack on the Foundry. Whitlock, tell me exactly what happened. Ever since the Battle of Thorngate, I've been trying to design a device to disable Luther's troop transports without losing life. When you left El Rel, I returned to the Foundry to start work on a prototype. Then, one day, the attack came from out of nowhere. X. I never thought she was capable of something like this. She's changed, Kinna. She's worse than before. Maybe we should let him rest. He's badly hurt. No, I can't rest. There's no time. X has created a weapon more destructive than I ever dreamed of. Who knows what else she has in her arsenal? I've let my personal distaste for violence cloud my judgment for far too long, and people have died because of it. Willock, what are you saying? Hex isn't playing nice, and neither can I. I'm going to do everything I can to stop her, even if it means killing. Willock, this isn't like you. You've never condoned killing in the past. You weren't there, Kinna. You didn't see her. The things she said, the things she did. I didn't even know where to begin. This is your chance to play as Whitlock. See what happened at the Foundry for yourself. You know, I've never been a fan of something like this. This is basically like downloadable content where you have to pay for a season pass, where you have to pay for diamonds. Continue as Kinna and skip. What's important is how we deal with it. Tell me what we can do to fight Hex. She attacked from above with a massively powerful weapon. I didn't get a good look at it, or maybe I just don't remember. I got hit pretty hard in the head during the attack. I was lucky to make it out alive. The entire Foundry was leveled. We won't be getting any weapons from there, and anyone who wasn't killed was taken prisoner. Whitlock, I'm so sorry. I don't want us to be sorry. I want us to do something. If we're going to stop Hex, we need to get into her workshop. There's rumor that she had a secret laboratory at the castle in Lycos. Luther's youngest daughter, Zenobia, has a passion for Hex's creations. Then we need to get someone inside the castle. Please, Kinna, we have to find out more about her invention so I can destroy it. We'll figure out a way. That won't be a small task. But you'll try to work your magic? I'll do what I can. Now playing as Dom as Hex marches up. You and Sai up the mountainside. You found a glimpse of hope, a sighting of Sai's grandfather in the rocks. We've been marching through the mountains for nearly 2 days. What's he waiting for? I don't know, Lowlander. Are you sure of what you saw? I'm sure, but if he doesn't do something soon, we'll end up wherever Hex is taking us. And by then it'll be too late. We'll end up mind-controlled puppets just like your friend Anton. Hex calls out to our company of soldiers. We'll stop here. I've got to be in Lycos by dawn, so get your rest in now. Because if I'm late, you'll all suffer. The group stops. A pair of soldiers armed with crossbows stand guard, but they seem too tired to pay you full attention. Did she say Lycos by dawn? That's impossible. It's on the other side of the realm entirely. Besides, if she wants us to take us there, why is she marching us up this Shh, look. Sai nudges you, and you follow her gaze. The old man from earlier is hiding in the rocks, just a stone throws off the path, his eyes locked on you. He points at you, mimicking the position of your hands. Then he turns to his sides, showing you his profile. Finally, he produces a small fireball, points at his wrists, and mimes a running motion in his palm. You understand what he wants us to do. I got it. Turn to the side? I forgot that you're not as stupid as you look. I have my moments. You and Sai both turn to the side. All is silent except for the chattering of the soldiers. Then, 4 quick blasts of fire shoot out of the rocks, each one a blur that slices clean your manacles. They rattle to the ground. What the? How in the 3 hells? Marvel about it later. We need to run now. I need to run. This seems to be like a bad idea. You spin off the trail over the edge and scramble across the rocks towards Sai's grandfather. You! Stop! The soldier aims his crossbow. Keep running, duck. Keep running. The bolt catches you in the back of your shoulder. Shit! God, that hurt. You manage to stay on your feet, still running towards the old man. Come, this way. You catch up with him, and the 3 of you racing over the jagged rocks and dodging crossbow bolts until he finally pulls you behind a giant boulder. What are we doing? Why are we stopping? They'll catch us. You must run there. He points at the far edge of the rock field, where the rocks give way to the edge of the forest. Don't stop, no matter what. You hear the shouts of Hexa soldiers as they near your position. Sai puts a hand on her grandfather's face, and he does the same to her. Good to see you, little Sai. Now go! He kneels down, plunging his hands in the dirt between the rocks. Soon, white-hot gas is spread from the earth, and the ground begins to tremble. I'm guessing we don't want to stick around from this. I should run. You and Sai run as fast as you can. The ground begins to glow. Heat wafts up, distorting the air around you. I should run. You keep running. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it! You sneak a glance back at the old man. The soldiers have finally reached him. Lava springs forth from the ground. You hear the cries of the soldiers as they melt in their armor. Your grandfather! Just keep running, we're almost there. The lava rises all around you. Using every last bit of energy, you sprint, leaping onto the rockfield's edge and landing safely on the dry ground. Sai, are you alright? Sai nods, panting. The 2 of you struggle to your feet, looking out at what is now a lake of lava before you. Oh my. Gods. In the center, surrounded by floating pieces of red-hot armor, Sai's grandfather wades through the lava towards you. Beyond him, Hex stares in disbelief. Gathering herself, she calls out over the newly formed lava lake. This isn't over, beast. One day you'll witness my power and weep. With that, she spurs her horse up the mountain trail and out of sight. Later, in a clearing in the forest. Grandfather. Lowlander. Lowlander. Grandfather. I'm Dom, a friend of Sai's.
I'm Anu, and any friend of my granddaughter is a friend of mine.
Enough of this inane chatter. Why didn't you destroy Hex and her army when she attacked our village?
I wish I could have, but I'm too old and weak to attack so many.
You didn't seem weak to me.
There was an opportunity presenting itself. In certain places the mountain's fire is close to the surface. I merely brought it out a little faster than intended.
Well, you could have done something.
If I had tried, I'm afraid all 3 of us would have been imprisoned by that scientist bitch.
You two really are related.
You should have met her grandmother. Anyway, I hope you'll forgive me, Sai.
Sai grumbles something about forgiveness under her breath.
Thank you. Now, what brings you back home?
There's a war. And for us to win, we must be as powerful as we can. I brought Dom home because we both wish to be trained by you, a master.
I can teach you the ancient ways, as long as you agree to do everything I say.
We do. Of course, grandfather.
Then fire will be your servant. Your enemies will fear your shadow, and you will be as near to the gods as an immortal. For when you complete your training, you will find your dragons.
You and your allies stare at the map of Lycos and Xenobobia's castle, planning your next move. This castle is a fortress. Agreed. I don't see any weak points in their defenses.
Luther built his home for war.
So we don't attack it. Not yet, anyway. But if we can attack, how are we going to get in? We can't just sit here until Luther comes back. There are more subtle ways to get into a place. Give me a little time and I will find a way to get in X's workshop without anyone knowing we were there. Oh, good. Another chance for Raiden to show off. Sometimes I wonder how much you actually know, and how much is blind luck and bluffing. I won't deny the importance of bluffing, but it is safe to say I know quite a few things, Valentina. What? Who told you that name? Was it Jackson? I'm gonna kill him. Hang on. Where is Jackson? I sent him on a special mission. Hopefully, he'll come back with someone who can help us turn the tide against Luther. As I was saying, I believe the best approach is to find a way to get into the castle discreetly. Right, except getting into that castle gonna be a little more complicated than just walking into town. I couldn't agree more. We need more information to form a proper plan. Fortunately for us, Zenobobia Nevrakas makes no secret of her schedule. She is planning to leave the castle and visit the markets tonight. This could be our chance to learn more about her, perhaps find our opening to gain an advantage. I'm game, Kenna. Mother of Christ! I will go with Raiden and Val to spy on the... Skip the spying mission. Really, we need to focus on coming up with a plan of attack. Understood. I may have an idea. But we'll need help. There's perhaps someone I can ask to assist us. You've got a contact in Lycos? Why didn't you mention this earlier? It's not something I talk about often, but I actually was born in Lycos. During my time here, I was involved with the criminal underground. These people, they're dangerous, manipulative, and always several steps ahead. Sounds a lot like you. Yes, only imagine a lot more of me, and all ready to slit your throat while you sleep. I've never recommended working with them under normal conditions, but unfortunately, we're out of other options. They're led by a woman known as Ada of Lycos. She might help us for a price. The Adder of Lycos? I've heard rumors about her, bad ones. In case you were wondering, the kind where people around her get murdered. Adder, huh? She took her name from a venomous snake, is my choice, but Spirited Waltz and Curblade. Venomous snake. That's right. Adders rarely attack unless provoked, but their bites can be fatal. She sounds like a real charmer. Indeed. There's a further complication, I'm afraid. Oh? The Ada of Lycos is my sister. Yeah, that might add a complication. Si's grandfather freed you from Hex's captivity. You heard from the destruction of Foundry from Whitlock. You skipped the spying on the Xenoboia and Neferakis. Much about it remains a mystery. Overall progress, screwed.
But I am glad to have met the grandfather. Oh, we will soon fight many battles.
So I hope you guys did enjoy. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We've got, I believe, 2 more chapters until we are fully caught up this week. Oh my god! And if you have been paying at all attention, I have released a lot of other content. Some of which is Dragon Veil World on Android. Another one is The Trail. Beautiful, spectacular game, I might add. Another one is we have completed the Freshman Book 2. We are up to the maximum chapter this week. So if you guys are checking that series out as well, because it always helps you guys out with your choices. And, you know, I heard I have a fabulous acting with my voice. Little innocent plug there. But I digress. Until next time, folks. Have a good one.